Welcome back to the Power in Your Voice podcast. We would like to first say thank you to those who tune in week after week, those who share the link on various platforms. Thank you. Y'all, this season, we are excited to bring you some hot and new topics. We are ready to push you further into your destiny. If you feel stuck or even overwhelmed, I want you to tune in and have a mind of expectancy, because we believe that if you challenge it, it will change.
Welcome back to the Power in Your Voice. It is our pleasure to come before you, to be in your living room, to be in the gym, to be in your car, wherever you are. I'm so grateful that you have your listening ears on. Guess what time it is? It is Father's Day. And we have to recognize these great warriors, these great men that are so amazing. And y'all, our topic is Unsung Heroes. So my son Wes here, he is a father, he is a pastor, he is a chief in the United States Air Force. And y'all, I want him to tell us what unsung heroes mean. Talk to me, Wes. Happy Father's Day, son.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lynn. I appreciate that. And as always, it's good to be a part and to be able to get on and just to chat a little bit. So that's awesome. And I think this is a really good topic that we're going to be talking about today, unsung heroes, and really what an unsung hero is. Somebody who, they do great things, great deeds, but oftentimes they receive little to no, or maybe no recognition for, the things that they do. And, there's some great fathers out there, and, every dad, every father is not absent, they're not deadbeat,
Right.
they absolutely
Right.
love and care about their families, and they're present. They're doing the best that they can with raising their kids, and they are heroes in their own right. So I think this is definitely a fitting topic to honor, and just to say thanks to all the great dads that are out there that are doing the best they can. And sometimes you have to do the best with what you got.
That's right.
It was times when I definitely had to take on an extra job, to make sure that the family was doing well, and it was okay. It was okay, because that's what you do sometimes when you're a father. So I talked to my oldest earlier today, and I told her, thank you for making me a dad. And she said, you will. But no, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I remember when I became a father, and I had the pleasure of being able to pick Jalen's outfit, and I had it probably picked for several months, and that's what she wore home from the hospital. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of great fathers out there. There are a lot of unsung heroes that do amazing things every day. So we salute you.
Yes, we do. We salute our fathers. I would like to say happy Father's Day to my husband, who is an amazing father. He is one of those unsung heroes. He made sure that his family was well taken care of. All of the assignments that he took on his job, all of the things that he did to make sure that we were well taken care of. Ebony, come on, talk to me about these unsung heroes.
Well, first, I would like to say happy Father's Day to my father, who is a great father. I'm over here laughing because I said, my thought was any man that wears sandals with high socks and a fanny pack, they all right with me. So I'll say that, because that is my father all the way. But one thing I can say is my father is one of those that, we don't say it much and often because we just love our mama. We shine all up under her, but that doesn't take away the credit from what my dad did for us and just being there for us, talking with us. You know, my dad didn't necessarily always talk. He gave us that harsh love. And, you know, as a kid, you think, why is he always yelling at us? But then when you really look back, you kind of find out you needed it. It was worthy of it. So it wasn't
Yes.
that they did anything wrong. It's just a father does what they need to do. A mother is supposed to be nurturing, where that father is supposed to toughen you up a little bit, let you know that this world is mean and you got to know how to handle it. So
Yes.
it's important for those fathers to be present. And for those that don't have their fathers around, you know, I'm so sure, because I see it in a lot of people. They always have that one man that is around in their life that is helping groom them, helping them grow. Just because I had one father didn't mean that I didn't have other father figures around me. So you have
Yes.
multiple. You have that village where this daddy say this, that one, the other one will say, now you too hard on that one. So just hold on, lighten up. So it takes a village
Yes.
to raise them regardless. But that's what I say about any father that stands there, whether, you know, the marriage worked, whether you and the girlfriend split or whatever the case may be. Any father that still stays to play that role, to shine in their child's life, that's a great opportunity. That's a great man, and you is all right with me.
I love it. I love it. You know, sometimes we don't even realize that uh, a young girl, that is the first man that a daughter falls in love with. And we don't talk about that a lot, because that's why we know that they are our heroes. They take their daughters to their first dance, or take them out on their first dinner, to make sure that they know how they should be treated. They know how a man should love them, by showing the love to their mothers. Y'all, these fathers make many sacrifices. I mean, many. I just got to go back to my son. He got to tell you some of the sacrifices that he used to make for his children, to make sure they had a good Christmas. Y'all got to hear this story. Come on, Wes, talk to me.
Oh,
I
doctor, you
got
want to
to,
go
I
back
got to
there?
let
You
you
want
know
to go
this.
back there? Oh man.
I love it.
Oh man.
The
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Yeah, we sacrificed it. All right, we sure did. Yeah, it was yeah, you always want to be able to give your kids nice things, and especially during the holidays, you want to be able to have nice gifts for them. And yeah, I remember, we had, our kids were small, and we was, making ends meet as best we could. And at the
Yeah.
base that we were at the time, it was right around the holidays. They were giving out gift cards. I can't remember how many days. I think it was like for 5 days they were giving out gift cards, $20 gift cards to shop. And you had to basically, I think they gave them to like the first 100 people that would go into the store. So if you want to be one of those first 100, that meant you had to be like in the store, or in front of the store in line early in the morning. So for 5 days straight, I got up about 3 o'clock in the morning with my little folding chair, and I went and sat in front of the store to make sure I had $100 in gift cards so I could go buy some stuff for the kids. And hey, we did what we had to do. It was all right. We appreciate it. We was able to, get them some extra gifts and stuff. Yeah, the store didn't open till 7 o'clock. And man, hey, I was one of them first 100 to get in the store. So I got my gift card and I went home and went back to bed. And
Hey,
it
let me
was
tell you
all it
something.
was all right.
The reason why I wanted you to tell that story, it's funny to you now, but at that particular time, it was real life. And you were doing what you needed to do, making those sacrifices for your children. Um, you talked about there are so many fathers, Wes, that are really doing the best they can.
Mhm,
They don't
mhm.
have the jobs like people think that they should have, and I'm not going to really get into the child support thing because that could cause a big argument and a big falling out with me. But there are times when fathers, you all, they have to keep a sound mind because a lot of them are young, some of them are older. But y'all, again, fathers, they really are unsung heroes. If we really look at their lives, there are some great fathers that are making some great sacrifices for their family, making sure that there is a meal on the table, making sure that there are shoes on their feet. There really are some good fathers. Jalen, talk to me about the things and the sacrifices that your dad made and why you call him a hero.
Man, I love my dad so much. First of all, I'm a daddy's girl till the end of the world. Can't nobody talk bad about my dad because I'm going to say my dad is a good man and don't talk about him. I do the same thing for my papa.
That's right.
Don't talk about my papa.
That's
my
right.
papa is a good man and don't talk about him. So I love my dad. I love my papa forever. But I just want to talk about how my dad was really like my first love, like the first man role model that we have in our life. It was my dad, and my dad he showed us how we should be treated when our spouse comes, and he showed us he exemplified behaviors that we should look for in a man, and also showed us what not to look for in a man. And so now that I have my husband, it was like I look for characteristics of my dad in my husband. And it was like if you don't meet certain qualifications, then I don't know if you're gonna make the cut. And not even just for me, but for my dad. My dad, he like a silent killer. He not gonna say much up front. But then he'll like call or something and we gonna talk. And it's just good to be able to have my dad in my life. I'm so grateful to be able to have my dad in my life, to be able to have those types of conversations and get that type of wisdom and stuff like that. But my dad, man, he always, I remember, this is a good story about sacrifice. Well, it's not really sacrifice, but I was on I was on my mom and dad's car insurance. And my mom didn't know. My mom did not know. My dad was still paying for my car insurance because I wasn't married yet. I was still in college. And so my dad was secretly paying for my car insurance for a long time. And when my mom
hero.
He did it for a long time. And when my mom found out, she was so mad. But y'all know what? My dad's so good to me, he still didn't stop.
An amazing father. Let me tell you.
Nobody talks about my dad.
Y'all, Jalen have alluded to her father and her pawpaw. Y'all, she is so serious about those two men in her life. Y'all, I don't care what we say about her pawpaw, she's going to defend him all the way. David Young, talk to me about your father, Wesley Poindexter.
Yes, I gotta go in about my dad. Y'all, that's my dad, man. That's my guy right there. I really appreciate my dad, and I really love him a lot. I'm trying to put it into words, but I really appreciate him, and I try to tell him as often as I can how much I really appreciate him, just because I know for a fact that just growing up in school and meeting all kinds of people who don't have their dad, or who have a dad who showed them all kind of crazy stuff and show them a crazy lifestyle. But my dad, he has been a great role model to me. And even on we were having a men's fellowship, and hearing him talk about how he was breaking generational curses so that they didn't get to me, it's like it mattered to him. All of that mattered to him in the way that he was around me. And I can appreciate that, because there's sometimes I'm in situation and I'll say to myself, like, man, what is it in life? And I might not say it this eloquent, but you know, along the lines of like, what has my dad taught me about something like this? And one thing that he really taught, just one out of many things, was about like, my dad hated laziness. Like he hates laziness. So like growing up, he would be like, son, you can't be lazy. And, you know, just talking to me about it. And I see it in my life now and how it really matters that I'm not lazy when it comes to, you know, around the house, you know, like at work, in my marriage, all that kind of stuff, not being lazy. And everybody want to tell us, I got to tell a story about my dad. He's my hero for real. See, a hero saves you. My dad saved my life because I was choking on a cheese stick and he sacrificed his hand and put his hand down my throat to grab the cheese stick. How do that happen? No, that's my hero for real. I wouldn't even be here. I was turning purple and he put his hand down my throat and grabbed the cheese stick and threw it. I remember, and I thank you for that, Dad. I appreciate you and I love you.
Oh, that's amazing, David Young. I have I got the opportunity to have 4 sons: Wes, Peter, Anthony, Darren. They are some great fathers, and they are making some great sacrifice. I've had a great father. I got great brothers that are great fathers. And our time is always coming to an end. Wherever you are, I want you to know, take care of your babies. Do what you have to do. If you're not doing good now, do better. This is your day, and we celebrate you. Happy Father's Day to all of you, to my husband, Daniel Pomerley, to my brothers, to my sons, to my church family. Happy Father's Day. To all of the churches that I'm over, happy Father's Day. Peace out.